PrimeGlobalInvestment.org is designed to look like a global broker, but in practice, it functions as a polished mirror created to vanish along with client funds. There is a pattern that appears again and again in online financial fraud. The more impressive the website looks, the faster the money tends to disappear. PrimeGlobalInvestment.org follows this pattern precisely. At first glance, the platform presents itself as a sophisticated international broker, using the language of established financial institutions, referencing prestigious locations, advertising exclusive analytics, and offering a wide range of trading tools. However, the moment any claim is examined beyond the surface, the structure reveals itself as hollow. What appears to be a global investment company turns out to be a carefully staged illusion built for extraction rather than trading. The platform claims a presence in multiple countries, suggesting offices in Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, and Russia. These locations are not chosen at random. Switzerland evokes stability and banking tradition, Dubai signals wealth and modern finance, and a presence in Eastern Europe implies access to emerging markets. Yet none of these claims withstand even minimal verification. The Swiss address provided refers to a creative and industrial complex in Zurich rather than a licensed financial office. More importantly, Prime Global Investment does not appear in the public records or warning lists of FINMA, which means it has no authorization to provide financial services in Switzerland. Without such authorization, any claim of regulated brokerage activity in that jurisdiction is legally impossible. The Dubai presence collapses just as quickly. The platform references a well-known business complex that offers virtual offices to thousands of unrelated companies. However, Prime Global Investment is not listed among the regulated firms of the Dubai Financial Services Authority. This means it cannot legally offer foreign exchange or contract for different services in the United Arab Emirates. The alleged Russian office is equally unsubstantiated, with no public records, registrations, or corporate filings linking the company to any real location. Together, these so-called offices form a facade rather than an operational footprint, designed to impress visitors rather than comply with regulators. The absence of licensing is the most decisive factor in assessing this platform. PrimeGlobalInvestment.org is not licensed by FINMA, the Financial Conduct Authority, Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission, the Dubai Regulator, the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, or any recognized offshore authority. The website does not disclose a legal entity name, a company registration number, an auditing firm, or any framework for corporate governance. There is no information about how client funds are held, whether accounts are segregated, or what protections apply in the event of insolvency. Without licensing, a platform cannot legally store client funds, execute trades, offer leveraged products, or operate across borders. In practical terms, this means Prime Global Investment is not a broker at all. It is an unregulated website handling money without legal authority. The structure of its account offerings further exposes the true intent of the project. Prime Global Investment advertises multiple account tiers with minimum deposits ranging from a few $100s to several $100,000. These tiers are paired with conditions that are fundamentally incompatible with legitimate brokerage practices. The platform openly states that withdrawals may be subject to commissions ranging from a quarter to half of reported profits. Real brokers do not take a percentage of client profits as a condition for withdrawal. The site also advertises leverage levels far above what is legally permitted in the European Union, the United Kingdom, or Switzerland. Claims of constant signals, automated robots, guaranteed analytics, and long-term personal analysts are not features of regulated financial services. They are classic markers of investment scams designed to overwhelm clients with promises while obscuring the absence of real trading. Contact information provides another layer of confirmation. The platform lists unverified telephone numbers associated with virtual or mobile services and a generic email address that offers no insight into the company's internal structure. There is no compliance department, no legal contact, no back office, and no identifiable trading desk. For a platform presenting itself as a global broker, this absence would be absurd if it were not so dangerous. In reality, it reflects a call center-based operation whose primary function is to pressure clients into repeated deposits. The domain history reinforces this assessment. Although the domain was registered several years ago, meaningful activity and updates appear only much later, suggesting reuse or relaunch ahead of a new marketing cycle. The site is hidden behind content delivery and proxy services that mask server locations and operator identities. There is no verifiable corporate history prior to its promotional phase, no founders, no directors, and no trace of the company in professional financial databases. This is not how legitimate financial institutions develop. It is how short to medium-term schemes position themselves before disappearing. Based on patterns observed across hundreds of similar cases, the operational model is predictable. A client is encouraged to make an initial, relatively small deposit. The platform then displays artificial profits through simulated charts and account balances. Managers apply psychological pressure, urging reinvestment or an upgrade to a higher-tier account. When the client attempts to withdraw funds, new financial demands appear, described as taxes, expert commissions, liquidity fees, or verification deposits. These payments have no legal basis. If the client refuses, the account is frozen or access is revoked entirely, and communication stops. This sequence is not speculative. It is the standard life cycle of fraudulent online brokers, and PrimeGlobalInvestment fits it with precision. Independent investigations and user reports already reflect this reality. Multiple review platforms and watchdog resources classify PrimeGlobalInvestment as a scam, citing blocked withdrawals, endless requests for additional payments, aggressive account managers, frozen accounts, and fabricated profit charts. There is no evidence of real market access, no proof of executed trades, and no regulatory oversight. The conclusion is unavoidable. PrimeGlobalInvestment.org is not a financial company and does not provide genuine investment services. It is a deposit extraction scheme built around a convincing visual presentation and carefully chosen language. Every major indicator aligns against it: fabricated offices, zero licensing, unrealistic trading conditions, unverified contact information, hidden ownership, suspicious domain behavior, and a tariff structure typical of fraud. The platform does not offer global investing. It offers a staged performance designed to separate users from their money quietly and efficiently. PrimeGlobalInvestment.org sells the image of international opportunity, but the only asset that reliably disappears is the client's funds.